everybody. It is FriYAY. How are we doing tonight? Who is with me? Vicky, number one is Vicky? What kind of weird is that? Hey, Kitty. First comment, it's Kitty, but Vicky was in first. Queen Verde. Hey, Kelly. Linda is on. Boom. I want the Linda light. Like the blue light at Kmart. I want the Linda light. Linda is on. Albuquerque's in the house. Kristen's with us. Jeremy. Hello, sir. Cheers. The Johnsons and the Nussbobs are with us. Hello. That's what I'm saying, Vicky. You better go buy a lottery ticket, Vicky. It's your lucky night. You know, every once in a while, that's got to happen, you know? Hey, Joanne, good to have you with us. Julie Jankowitz, I thought Dan's getting, engraved tonight. Hey, Adele and Dazzle, good to have you here. Tell me what's good, people. It's another week. Week 20, week 21, depends on which way you count. We survived another one, people. Another one. And another month. Boom! Tear that sheet off the calendar. We are hours away from just flipping the sheet. Flipping it. Woot woot! Tell me about it. Oh, that was last. See how well I keep up with things on the internet, Julie? Yeah, this week has been, even when I was at the bank today, you know, you could tell they'd been having a hard week too. It's just it's been that kind of week month. Data, that's great. Congratulations. I love to hear that. Yes, it was a very strong day to finish the month. It felt busy when I was in them, but I never look. I really don't look until the day is over anymore. It's not something I do anymore. It's just because there's no math to it. It used to be you could look at the sales at noon and you'd know what the day was going to be, but forget it. I look at the end. Hey, Patty, how are you? So a lot of things to be grateful for, people. Really, a lot of things to be grateful for out there. All right. Kristen's July sales beat out June. Yes, it's growing. You know, a lot of growth going on out there. And if some of the future forecasting I heard today comes true, that would be wonderful. $300 in the last half hour. That's great, because usually the last half hour in pandemic world is kind of ghost town. But that's great, Kitty. I like that. I'd love that. Well, hey, you know, you're looking at the day, the week, the month. You can't have everything, Vicky, and but I still think there's some good indication that we could end out up for the year. But, you know, that's a long road. We got a long road and a lot of path to cover here. There's a lot of things going on in this world, so we'll see. We'll see how it continues to do. So that's why we watch our expenses through this. That's why we don't go buy a boat in the middle of this. Or anything else crazy. You know, we be good stewards of the resources that we have. Hey, Heidi in Iowa, how are you? Good to have you with us, Heidi. Hey, Jennifer. Great to have you here. We have to be thankful for the blessings we have right now. Very thankful. Hey, Karen. Were you ever allowed in your store, or did you just have to go get a drink this afternoon? Okay, sure. Turn on the weather guy. They're already teasing us for the hurricane, Jennifer. They're already telling us that we have to tune in all weekend because of how it might come up the coast and it might come near us. Yes, it is nice to know it's there. Hey, Nancy, great to have you with us. You know, it's important, especially where you are, Jennifer, to be very mindful of the weather. So I want everybody to, I don't want you to be in harm's way. Well, that's good, Karen. I'm glad everybody was there filling up your register. These are good problems, okay? You know, it's tough living in Newfoundland and having the whole island, everybody come to shop at Found at once. It's a hard knock life for you. But that is a wonderful thing. It is a wonderful problem to have. I am thrilled for all this good news. Let's see where we're going today in the Good Morning, Good Night book. How about page 16 today? Page 16 in the Good Morning, Good Night book for this Fast Friday. Good morning. Give your time. Give your heart. Give your talent. Give someone something new. It feels incredible. Let's see where our good night goes later on. I know lots of you are starting to get this box. I was so excited to get mine today. Woo! I wonder if I got the replica pink calculator. Wouldn't that be a hoot if I win me? But I was very excited to get the box, and I've been shaking it. It doesn't sound breakable, but I am not in charge of hospitality. I am not. So we will have to see. I can't wait for Monday night to see what that is. I know you all are excited about it. Hey, Lori. Great to have you here tonight on Fast Friday. Fast Friday. Now, if anybody has a self-care Sunday recipe they want to share this week, I am looking for a good self-care Sunday recipe. So if you got something, email me, Neil, N-E-I-L at ECIstores.com, N-E-I-L at ECIstores.com. It is exciting. You didn't get yours yet? I hope it doesn't get diverted because of the hurricane, Jennifer. But I know they're all coming. They are coming. I was excited. I think our postman was excited. Ooh, what's this that you can't open till August 3rd? I mean, I think our postman wants to know. Pam wants to know what I got. All right, guys, let's hit it strong and fast tonight. I liked this quote. To reach a port, we must sail, sometimes with the wind and sometimes against it, but we are not drift or lie at anchor. Oliver Wendell Holmes. Yes, our hospitality coordinator, Julie, has made sure they're all shipped. It is like Christmas. Christmas in August. Christmas in August. People, I'm just saying. And good things come to those who wait. So, you know, we'll see where this goes. This is interesting. Fixed-term leases in the UK. And this is something that's being looked at in our country as well. But it is a good roadmap. Legal in General, one of the United Kingdom's biggest retail landlords and owners of several shopping centers, is scrapping its old leasing model in favor of a more flexible framework based on store performance. It could mean a transformation in a long-standing relationship between retail and tenant and landlord. They preside over a portfolio of nearly $6 billion in real estate. And it is probably more ticked off than you that your favorite retailer went belly up during the pandemic because now it can't collect rent. So on Thursday, it said it was moving away from long-term rigid lease structures toward a fully flexible approach, which aims to attract startups and big boxes alike through different variable lease options. And I like the metaphor they used. Our role as an owner is shifting from what was solely the librarian, collecting rent, renting shops, and cleaning spaces, to becoming an editor of the space. We need to ensure we have the right content at the right time in the right places to support both occupiers and consumers. So I thought that was good. And a lot of chains in the U.S. are looking for variable leases, such as Levi Strauss, Urban Outfitters, AMC Entertainment. So there's a lot of things looking for that, and it's certainly a tactic that I've worked with some of you on as part of your lease plans. Jeff Bezos, our Amazon leader, least favorite party game, 59 questions. That's how many the Amazon CEO answered in a nearly 6-hour hearing on Wednesday in front of Congress. And these were the two big questions that affect our world. Question: is Amazon using third-party seller data to create and promote its own competing products? His answer: kind of. I can't guarantee you that the policy has never been violated. And why it matters: Amazon cemented itself as the best place for small businesses to sell their wares. For 36% of Amazon sellers, it's their only sales channel. But if Amazon's using the data to compete against them, that's not a good thing. The other big question for our industry specifically is, how are you addressing the influx of counterfeit goods on Amazon? Jeff's answer was essentially not my problem. His answer was, I'd encourage this body to pass stricter penalties for counterfeiters and to increase law enforcement resources to go after counterfeiters. It matters because for all the investment in rooting out fake goods, Amazon still makes money when counterfeit sells. Only in the short term, Bezos hedged. I would rather lose the sale than lose a customer. Yeah, right. And that's when you flip over to their earnings for the quarter, which is also interesting. So you got to go beyond the headline on this, guys. You got to go beyond the headline. Hey, Vina's with us. Great to have you with us, Vina. And Cindy. Bryson's with us. Awesome. Great to have you ladies with us. So the headline is, Amazon doubles profit in quarter 2, spends more than $4 billion on COVID-19, which we already covered. It is about the Benjamin. Well, they're a publicly traded company, and to a great extent, that's what they promised their shareholders. The e-tail giant reported a net income of $5.2 billion, up 100% from $2.6 billion the second quarter of 2019. Their sales increased 40% to $88.9 billion, so nearly $90 billion in 3 months, compared with $63.4 billion in the second quarter, or so like $1 billion a day they're doing. But their net profit. So look at their net profit is about 6%. So 6 cents. So 6 cents of every sale goes to profit, or 6 cents of every dollar goes to profit that they make. So that is an important lesson here, folks, because you have all the income, and I've talked to you guys about this before. Okay, because you have your role as an owner of a company. Okay, you have your role, which is really the stockholder. You are the stockholder of your company. Okay, and you're also an employee because you work in your store. Okay, you should get paid and get a paycheck as an employee of your company. I talk about this during my presentation that you're going to be able to watch starting Monday night. But you should also get paid as a stockholder, just like the stockholders of Amazon. 6 cents for every dollar that Amazon rakes in goes to profit. Okay, so that is different than what Jeff gets paid to run the company he founded. He gets a mighty fine paycheck on top of that. Okay, but 6 cents of every dollar that they sell goes to profit. What is yours? So we'll come back to that. But that is why I wanted to share this. This is why I talk about the big guys. Things like this is what lessons can we learn from this, and how does that apply to your world. It's important stuff. Even on Fast Friday. Our friends at TJ Maxx and Home Goods and Marshalls agree to a $31.5 million, $31.5 million wage settlement to settle a class action claims brought by assistant store managers under the Fair Labor Standards Act, alleging they were improperly classified as exempt and denied overtime. So we've covered that a lot with the raise to the thresholds for salaried professionals and such, and the work task with that. But here is a big company being held to account for that, you know, and have to pay out nearly $32 million. It's a good thing they deferred all their rent for 3 months. Until 2022, 2021, they'll have that extra money to be able to pay it. Our friends at CVS are launching contactless payment with PayPal. CVS will become the first national retailer to integrate both PayPal and Venmo in its checkout experience. I don't Venmo. I know people do, but I don't. My daughter does. Rebecca Venmos. Mostly with her friends, they Venmo. I don't Venmo. I know I'm weird, but I do PayPal. And they'll be able to do it touchless with just a QR code. Using PayPal QR codes, customers can leverage PayPal wallet features in CVS stores, including the ability to pay using any of their available things that they have on PayPal. It's not time to make the donuts. Dunkin' is closing 800 U.S. locations. Dunkin' is permanently closing 8% of its U.S. locations, which amounts to roughly 800 restaurants. But here's the important part. So here's the lesson. Okay, so for how large they are and everything else, and this represents 8% of their units. 8% of the units. But these are their slow stores. These are the stores that represent less than 2% of its sales. So 8%, more than 8% of its units, less than 2% of its sales. And it's cutting them loose. So there is a lesson as well. They also reported 19% drop in comparable store sales in quarter 2. If you have not gotten a PPP loan and you have payroll, or you earned money more than an idle advance and such, you've got 8 days left. 8 days, people, to get your PPP. If you have questions on it, email me. I will return your call. I want you to have this opportunity if you can use it. Okay? And if you have payroll and such, many of you can use it. Don't be afraid of taking it if you didn't get a large idle advance and you have payroll. You know, at least reach out to me. We'll run the numbers in your situation, because in some situations it does not work, but we want to do that. So we want to cover that. Hang on a second here. I've got a bunch of things here. We know NARTS virtual conference is coming up on Monday night, starting Monday night, and we're all getting really excited about that. I had my call with the vice president and a senior administration official, economic administration official, who was very interesting. A gentleman that was very interesting. So I'm not supposed to say who, because he gave a lot of stuff that was off the record for this week. And so what will be interesting from that call, what will be really interesting from that conversation, and I know they have access to economic data that hasn't been released yet. So, and that's not a really surprise to any of us that they have access to economic data that hasn't been released yet. But what will be interesting to see is if they were blowing smoke, or if the next couple weeks' numbers start showing something drastically different. And it may, because this is what we're seeing here. I mean, just look at what all of you are seeing as you're rebounding here, as you've been able to be open again. Okay, so there is some definite reason to be cautiously optimistic in this. But it would be very good for the economy if the numbers I was given in this call today, in a conversation that we had, actually turned to be true. And we'll see in the next 2 weeks reporting whether that is. And I have all my notes from that call and what I was given. You know, so this was a very strict no press call, and not meant for public consumption call. And I was on. It was me and some very large retailers that were part of this. And so it'll be interesting. It was a very good. The vice president, as always, is a great cheerleader. Okay. We could get him on the show, and he would be a great cheerleader. So we will see where those numbers go and where the economy goes. I do agree. I mean, numbers are always interesting. You can cherry pick statistics to tell the story you want to tell, and I've always known that. So we'll see how that turns out. But we should see some good economic growth in the third and fourth quarter if we continue to have some reasonable control under the virus. Not perfect, not where we should be, but if things continue to be stable or better. And actual cases, one of the numbers this week that they used that I can quote was that our week over week cases was down. I forget what it was, 5%, 6% week over week. It's still way too high, but it was, but our week over week numbers in number of positive cases is down. So we will see where that goes. The other thing, and I haven't had time to have a full conversation with them, is if you guys are interested, I am gathering the information so I can post it. I know a lot of you guys love Pier 1. I have had the national liquidator for them reach out to me, and all the regional liquidators for Pier 1 reach out. I mean, that make up this have reached out to me this afternoon. They actually want me to broadcast this show in one of the stores that's closing. So they've offered one of the stores that's closing so that I could give samples, so I could walk around the store and let you guys know. Yeah, I'm not. Oh, I didn't tell. My peanut gallery's looking at me like, what? They're like, your podcast is great. You know, would you like to record it in one of the stores that's closing? And I don't know. I haven't had a chance to respond to any of that yet today. But I know that we certainly have some interest in their fixtures and some of their excess inventory. I've got a bunch of Pier 1 chairs in my living room or my kitchen area that could get replaced. But you know, I will follow up on that, and I will let you guys know about that, because I know there's interest in that. I don't know that I need to do a dog and pony show in one of their stores, but hey, if that got us all a better deal on some Pier 1 stuff, I would go do that for us. What other questions did I have for you today? It's Fast Friday, guys. Send me, I need recipes for Self-Care Sunday, so send me stuff for Self-Care Sunday. Hey, Rick, how are you? The new NARTS newsletter is out, although I don't know where I put it down. I had it here. Oh, there it is. Hang on a second, that's August. Hang on, I found it. The new We Are Resale Strong NARTS newsletter landed in your inbox today. If you have not opened it yet, please do. So make sure you open your NARTS newsletter and take a look at that. There are some great articles in there. Write it down now. Navigating the changes. Getting out of your comfort zone. What business are you in? Yes, I'm talking to you. Life is a game show. And I feel like I'm missing one. Am I missing one? Well, it's an excellent issue. I've read it twice now. I've got my copies printed from my team. Make sure you get you look at yours. If you didn't get yours in your inbox today, make sure you reach out to Adele. She'll make sure you get it because it is a fabulous issue. Thank you to all our affiliate members for their support and ads in that. So we definitely appreciate you for doing that. There's a lot of great information in there, so make sure you get that going. And I will follow up with them, the Pier 1 people over the weekend and see what they're talking about. But they were going to get me info on the stores and everything else, so we can go from there. Because I had like 5 people from them reach out to me today from different regions. So we will see. I am not traveling to different regions to do my show live from it, although I wish I could. But that is something we can cover. But all the resources we talk about here every night are live. You get it live here in the NARTS private Facebook group, and then it goes over to narts.org/resalestrong by noon the next day. All the videos neatly organized. All the sheets of information are all there. Even Self-Care Sunday. You can find it all there, but you can share it with all your friends so we can help everybody get around to the other side, regardless of what business they're in. Butcher, baker, candlestick maker, we'll get everybody to the other side. You got a question you don't know the answer to, you're trying to figure something out, you're trying to decide to PPP or not to PPP, or maybe just to go P, I don't know. Email me, Neil, Neil at ECIstores.com, Neil at ECIstores.com, and we'll get back to you. Make sure you include your phone number in the email. Ladies and gentlemen, we start every night with the Good Morning, Good Night book, the Good Morning, Good Night book. We start it with, and tonight our Good Morning on page 16 is Good Morning. Give your time, give your heart, give your talent, give someone something new. It feels incredible. Our good night tonight is good night. Give your time, give your heart, give your service. Give someone something you made. It feels incredible. Ladies and gentlemen, there's our graphics tonight. I am gone. I am tired, Kitty, tonight. I am. I admit it. But we'll be back here again tomorrow night at more 8 than ish. We'll be talking Self-Care Sunday. We'll be giving you the latest and greatest. I know some of you will be posting about your boxes. The boxes are coming, people. They're coming. They are. They'll all be there. Everybody's getting a box. Well, most everybody. If you're registered early, you're getting a box. I'll see you tomorrow, everybody. But until then, know that you and you, but most especially you, yes, you, are not alone running this store. It's time for dinner, everybody. Have a great night.